everyone, welcome back to Installation 00, and more specifically, welcome to the Armory. This is where all weapons from Halo lore will be featured and analysed in detail. Now, yesterday marked the release of Operation Great Journey, the first genuine update to Halo Infinite, where previous updates, operations and seasons have really just been either putting in content that should have been there at launch, or otherwise are just event-based seasons designed to sell products through the battle passes and shop store. With this first true update, we also get the first true new weapon entered into the Halo Infinite sandbox post-launch. And no, I don't consider the Bandit as being a new weapon. It's an unscoped DMR. In either case, it seems only reasonable to give you guys a deeper look at this brand new weapon. So, in this episode, we look at the MA5K Avenger carbine. Let's begin. The MA5K carbine is a specialised variant within the MA5 series of assault rifles used by the United Nations Space Command, known for its role in covert operations, particularly with its use with highly classified Spartan 3 program out of Camp Currahee on the classified Oni world of Onyx. The MA5K is distinct from other weapons in its series due to its compact design and functionality, optimised for stealth and high mobility. Being a weapon of the MA5 range, including the MA5B, C and D platforms, and the MA37 and MA40, both modified variants of the MA5 series, the MA5K is likely defined as such due to the nomenclature of weapons designations carried over from the 20th and 21st century, whereby specific German weapons of the era carried the K designation for Kurz, the German word for short. The MA5K carbine, as with the entire MA5 range, was produced by Mizraia Armory and was originally designed for the UNSC Special Forces and is primarily used in close quarters and covert combat. It is typically wielded by UNSC Special Warfare Group, including but not limited to the Spartan 2 and Spartan 3 personnel, certain orbital drop shock troopers, and more recently Spartan 4 personnel. It was first observed in the field in February of 2526, when the Spartans of teams Blue, Green and Gold used the weapon during their operation to capture the Covenant frigate Radiant Arrow in orbit above Netherop. It was next seen in wide application with the Spartan 3s of Alpha, Beta and Gamma companies, where the Spartans used the weapons to devastating effect to halt the productions of a major Covenant shipyard during Operation Prometheus, the destruction of a Covenant fuel refinery during Operation Torpedo, and the asset denial of the Forna shield world Sarcophagus during the Onyx conflict. More recently, the MA5K was seen during the Battle for Zeta Halo in 2560 against banished forces on the surface following the fall of the Infinity. As far as the size of the MA5K is concerned, this video was written and edited ahead of the release of the operation, meaning at the time of the recording of this video there were no official lore sizes on the MA5K, leaving me to estimate the size of the Avenger. I did this by taking the promotional art for the Great Journey operation, a recreation of the cover art of the Ghosts of Onyx, and scaled the MA40 assault rifle's barrel diameter and magazine well dimensions to the same as that of the MA5K being held by the Spartan-wearing SPI. I did this because the MA5K apparently uses the same ammo as the MA40, so it stands to reason that the barrel and magazine would be of very similar dimensions. When I did this, I found that the MA5K matches the MA40 in length perfectly, suggesting that the MA5K measures 96.5 centimeters or 38 inches in length. But ultimately, this is at odds with the fact that it is designated as a K designation weapon, a shortened, cut-down weapon. Of course, if it is ultimately revealed that due to it fulfilling a similar role to the SMG within the sandbox, it uses a smaller caliber of round, thus explaining the larger magazine capacity, and meaning the magazine and barrel would likely be smaller than the MA40, then this would indicate that the Avenger is in fact smaller than the assault rifle, but for now, this is the best I can provide. If I have time, I will of course put the law accurate sizes on the screen, or if I don't, in the description or pinned comment. The MA5K is a cut-down version of the standard MA5B assault rifle. It is fully automatic and receives both a 30-round and 60-round magazine in the law. Although the 30-round magazine is more commonly seen in earlier models, a 60-round magazine has made a reappearance in the more recent Zeta Halo conflicts. The MA5K's 30-round capacity is a reduction from the standard 60-round capacity of the MA5B, so the smaller magazine makes it lighter and less cumbersome, but it also requires more frequent reloading during sustained firefights. The return of the 60-round magazine then is likely a more recent adjustment due to changing needs of the weapon in its more submachine gun status on the battlefield. The weapon's bullpup configuration, meaning the ammunition loads into the weapon from behind the trigger group in a receiver built into the stock of the weapon, is similar to all other MA5 series weapons, but its cut-down design makes the weapon a smaller, more mobile weapon than its MA5 brethren. The distinctive electronics housing of the MA5B has been removed and replaced with a removable carrying handle similar to that of the BR-55 battle rifle. Some iterations of the weapon utilize an alternate, more angular body and rail system, and the removal of this electronics housing means that unlike other MA5 series rifles, the MA5K lacks an integrated smart-linked heads-up display, enhancing its stealth capabilities and making it harder to detect through electronic systems. That being said, the weapon can still be fitted with optics, sights and scopes, which would grant better targeting at the cost of a heavier, more bulky weapon, thus negating its role as a compact and tactical carbine. Because of these teardowns and simplifications, the MA5K is smaller and lighter than its standard MA5B assault rifle counterpart. This compact design makes it ideal for special operations where agility and ease of movement are essential. The MA5K can be fitted with a suppressor, allowing operators to fire without drawing significant attention to their location, and this feature enhances its utility in stealth and infiltration missions. The MA5K, as with the other MA5 series of weapons, is chambered with the standard M118 FMJ AP, which is a 7.62 by 51mm cartridge, a heavy ammunition size in which the rifles and machine guns of the United Nations Space Command are very commonly chambered. This means that the MA5K has the ability to chamber the standard armor-piercing full metal jacket, but also the shredder rounds, which splinter on impact, causing significant internal damage to targets. Hollow points, which are designed to stop within the target, causing severe internal damage, with the added benefit of not over-penetrating, making it an excellent option on board ships where hull breaches and damage to equipment should be avoided. The armor-piercing tracer rounds and the HEDP, or high explosive dual-purpose rounds, which, as the name implies, detonate on impact. These are fired from a 30-round detachable box magazine. However, the newer MA5K, designated the Avenger, holds a 60-round magazine with a much higher rate of fire. The advantages of the MA5K are very obvious due to its form factor. It has a high degree of stealth, ideal for close quarters stealth operations with optional suppressor compatibility and no smart-linked HUD. It is also very portable, being lightweight and compact and very easy to handle in tight spaces, both of which make this weapon good for specialized operations and suitable for special forces units like the ODSTs and Spartans, providing a versatile option for urban and guerrilla warfare. The MA5K is not without its disadvantages, however. It does have a lower magazine capacity with its base version. The 30-round magazine requires careful ammo management and limits sustained fire compared to other UNSC rifles, although the newer 60-round magazine circumnavigates this issue, but its application is seemingly more close quarters focused as an SMG, thus being outclassed at medium range by the MA40. The lack of HUD integration is a notable disadvantage against other UNSC weapons. While a tactical advantage for stealth, the absence of smart-linked features limits situational awareness, and due to its very specific design ethos, it has very limited utility beyond stealth. The MA5K's design makes it less effective in open combat, where a larger magazine and HUD integration are obviously beneficial, but this by no means makes the weapon useless. The MA5K is a compact, high rate of fire SMG style weapon that favours easy handling, stealth and quick operation over sheer firepower. It is a welcome addition to the UNSC's arsenal on the front lines of the Zeta Halo conflict, and Spartan personnel have been given rec access permission across the Spartan's operation branch for training purposes. so it is recommended you report to your post and get hands-on at the earliest opportunity. And until next time. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, consider hitting the subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out on future content, and hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. It really does help the channel out significantly. Feel free to pop a comment below on anything you'd like me to cover next, and before signing off I just want to give a shout to my Patreon supporters, Spartan10148, my singular contender class ancilla, Falcon, Jordan and Poseidon, the metarchs of my facility, Sylphia, Ashley, Esoteric, Spartan 1029 and Chris Allen, my dutiful monitors, Darian, Legion, Labrat, Spartan 137, Chris, Element 0, J3, Mr. Keys, Gunslinger Cult, Evermore's Personal Devil, Scion Esports and Saber, my diligent sub-monitors, my dominating fleet of Strato Sentinels, and my loyal enforcers, and all other patrons who continue to support the channel. I can't thank you guys enough. Big props to my Tier 0 YouTube members, Spartan 137, Talia, Fenrir, Bornstella and Jimbo, and all other YouTube members keeping the installation running on that glorious vacuum energy. And if you really love what I'm doing here, consider supporting the channel via the links in the description. Much love, take it easy, and find peace in the domain.